What up, guys? In this video, I'm going to teach you some tactics that you need to follow so that you can get approved for higher limit credit cards and ditch them small limit credit cards, all right? All right, so let's jump into how to get high limit credit cards, all right? So the first thing that you want to do, and this is one of the first things you want to do whenever it comes to anything to do with leveraging your credit, is you want to remove all the negative items from your credit report. If you have late fees, collections, repossessions, evictions, bankruptcies, anything like that, charge-offs, you need to get it removed, right? Because this is definitely going to make sure that you don't maximize your limits when you go trying to get approved for things. You're not going to get the highest limit possible if you have negative items, and good chances are you might not get approved at all. So you want to make sure that you handle negative items. Either learn how to do it yourself or pay the price to get it removed. Like, I run a credit repair company. For our credit sweeps, it can be anywhere between $500 to $1,000 depending on how many different items that you have on your report that need to be removed. But let me ask you, doesn't it make sense to pay $1,000 so that you can go to the bank and get $20,000? It just makes sense. And the people that don't understand that, I feel bad for you, right? But most people understand it that, they're trying to go somewhere in life. They understand that there's a price to pay for the mistakes that you made. So if you screwed up your credit, like, it's not just going to fix itself. So remove all negative items from your report. Number 2, begin establishing credit, right? So go and get yourself a secured card. Go get yourself a credit building account. Get those things. Why? Because you're going to need them to start adding history and on-time payments onto your credit report. This is very important. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure all current accounts that you have, credit card accounts, that you're keeping the utilization under 9%, which means your balance is under 9%, which means basically you damn near not even using the card. Like if the card is $1,000, you're only using $90 out of that card, max. Make sure that you're keeping your utilization low because lenders look at that as well when you go try to get approved for cards. Another thing that you want to do is when you go applying for these cards, like, you don't have to necessarily start out with a secured card. You can, if you have decent credit, maybe you have like some student loans or car loan. If you don't already have your rent being reported, if you don't have a mortgage, make sure that you get your rent being reported on your credit report. And then you go and you do these pre-approvals on the different websites like discover.com, Navy Federal, American Express. You can go and apply for the pre-approval, and it's actually going to show you exactly what cards you will be approved for. So now you're not going to have to waste an inquiry. Now, I want to say that it's not always 100%. I have seen people get approved during the pre-approval process and then not actually get approved for the line of credit. So this will definitely enhance your chances of getting approved, but it's also going to be able to help you, kind of gauge what kind of limit you're going to get so that you maximize and make sure you go for the cards and the banks that are going to give you the most money. So number 5 is you want to ask for a limit increase every 6 to 12 months. Now, some cards do this automatically, like Capital One. Then there's other cards that they don't give you a limit increase until a year, like Discover. So you want to make sure that you're using the card, you're paying it off, keeping your utilization low, and then every 6 months you just want to look at the card, call the number on the back. Now, I want you to be aware of hard inquiries. Some cards and some banks, they'll say it'll be a soft pull for them to look to give you an increase. But some actually do another hard pull. And if you can't take that on your credit report right now, then don't do it. Wait another year or so, and then go back to that bank and ask for a limit increase. Okay? Number 6, add a high limit authorized user trade line to your credit report. Now, this is very, very important, and it is kind of like a hack because let's say you want to get a Barclays card. Well, this is what you should do. You should add a Barclays authorized user to your report, right? Add that trade line to your report. So if you have a family member, a friend, or business partner who is banking with Barclays, they have a card, they don't have any derogatory marks on that card, like there's no late payments, the history's been good, the utilization is under, at least 20 to 30%. Preferably you want it at 9, but if you can take that, utilization being added at 20 to 30%, do it. Now, this is going to allow you to have a relationship with Barclays, right? Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you got a hefty authorized user trade line on your report, right? So, anywhere starting at 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever you can get. If you can afford, now, if you go buy one from one of these different websites that you can find, literally just Google it, you will have to pay more money for the one that has the higher limit, right? Or if you're looking for age, then you're going to have to pay more money for the older one, right? But if you know somebody who's already, got a card with a high limit, that's your best bet. So make sure you go make that connection and make that happen for yourself if you want to maximize the limit on your credit cards, okay? When you go and apply for these cards and you sick and tired of getting $500, $1,000, $2,000, this is what you need to do. So like I said, focus on companies and banks that you want to apply with. So when you add in those authorized users, trade lines to your account, you want to make sure you keep in mind the companies and the banks that you want to bank with, okay? And number 8, when you are applying for these, like, don't put that you only making 30, 40, 50, 60,000. You make 100 plus. You make 120 plus, right? And I want to tell you a secret. On these credit card applications, it's all stated income, right? Unless, you put some crazy amount of numbers on there. Most, if not all banks have something called a no doc program, where as long as you're not asking for a certain amount of money, they're not going to ask you for no documents, right? Any documents. So you can state whatever you want and then be able to get what you want, right? So that's just another hack, okay? So this is exactly what you need to do if you want to get high limit credit cards. Now, if you're somebody who's out there like, you know what, I want to get these high limit credit cards, but my credit ain't right, here's what you can do. I have a 90-day credit rehab challenge going on right now where I'm teaching you guys exactly everything that you need to do to repair your credit yourself. Not only repair your credit, I'm also going to show you different ways of building your credit profile so that when you go trying to get approved for things, you know that you're going to get approved because your profile is strong. I always stress this to people. Having a good credit score is one thing, but what that profile looking like? Is that profile built? You know what I'm saying? Is your profile husky? So I'm going to teach you every single thing that you need to know to remove late payments, repos, collections, charge-offs, medical bills, even student loans, okay? It does not matter. It's all basically the same. As long as you understand how to utilize the law on what to look for, you can and you will remove anything from your credit report. Not only we got the course, you're going to also get access to an ebook, okay? A full 90-day credit rehab ebook teaching you everything that you need to know. It's also going to have all of the templates that you need to dispute so that you can remove these negative items off of your report. There's literally, I believe, 50 different templates inside. So really quick, I wanted to show you guys this video of one of a testimony from somebody inside.
Hey, so I had to take some time and let you guys know about how awesome the Credit Bull is. I'm telling you. So I recently reached out to him just to learn more about how I can make my credit better. And I'm telling you, ever since I started, I've been getting results. He makes things so simple, so easy to understand. And I've recently started a family. We have so many things that we have planned and that we want to do. And obviously, better credit is going to allow for better opportunities. So like I said, he's been making things so simple, so plain, and I've already been getting results. Things have already been taken off my report, and I'm just excited and pumped up to see what else he has to teach me. I'm telling you guys, if you want to really learn how to repair your credit, you need to reach out to the credit bull. Even if you just want him to do it for you, I'm telling you, he gets results like that. It's crazy. Check him out.
All right, yeah. So that's just one of the people that have access to the 90-day credit rehab challenge, and she's loving it. She's been getting results, and I'm super excited for her, right? So this can be you as well. If you take action today, right now, what I'm doing is I'm running a special, okay, guys, for 197 today only, okay? If you're watching this might be gone, okay? This might be gone. So it's what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in 3 bonuses, okay? I'm going to give you guys access to my bye-bye inquiry 24-hour removal guide. Inside of this guide, what you're going to find is the exact scripts and exact methods that you need to follow to remove those inquiries off of your credit report in the next 24 hours, right? Listen, inquiries can be super annoying because they're anywhere between 5 to 8 points, right? But also they make you look needy. Like, you know how many times I see people's credit report and it's just stacked with inquiries? But guess what? You could stack them inquiries up out of there, right? Literally, I used to get letters in the mail with just all of these inquiries being removed from me and my wife's or my fiance's credit report, right? And then I showed other people this method, and they was getting stacks of inquiries removed too, right? So how much would that be worth to you? Like, how much would that be worth to you to be able to walk into the car dealership or go get approved for a home loan and just know that, yo, these inquiries that I had, they're not on here? Like, what would that be worth to you? Typically, I would sell that for $249. Today, I'm giving it to you guys for free inside of this, okay? And then next, my collection removal mastery. If you don't know my story, I used to have a ton of collections. Why? Because I didn't know how credit worked at all. Like, I was like, when I saw my bill come and it had interest on it, I was so confused. I was like, what is this? I didn't spend this much money. I'm not paying it back. And from that, I got a ton of collections, okay, on every single card that I got. Because, it's easy to get cards when you're super young. They just give them to you, right? Just go mess it up. And that's exactly what I did. So I was able to remove all of the collections off of my credit report following this simple method. So if you have collections on your report, then you definitely want to get your access to this. Why? Because collections, one collection can be $2,000. So tell me, is it worth it to spend $200 to remove $2,000 worth of collections? Yes or yes? Okay, so I'm going to be throwing that in there for free. Guys, usually that's about $600 right there. I wouldn't let nobody take my method for less than $600. I'm going to do it today for free. Okay, I'm going to throw it inside of this as a bonus. So the next thing I'm going to be giving you guys, the last thing is, how to get 250K in funding with the minimum of a 680 credit score. Guys, I was literally at the bank this weekend and I got about $50,000 in loans for my business, right? My little business has only been open for a year and a half, my one LLC, right? So I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to create your LLC and then go ahead and get that funding for your business, 250K. I don't care what business you have, what dreams you have, you're going to need some type of funding to back it. But you got to know exactly what you need to put on those applications, exactly what you need, so that you can get the maximum amount of funding. And that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you guys inside of my funding ebook. How to get 250K in funding today, absolutely free. $1,500 value. So typically all this right here, it's going to look like, let's see, about $1,900. Yeah, about $2,000 right here worth of value, guys. About $2,000 worth of value. I'm giving it to you guys for under $200 today. Okay, what you can do to get your hands on this right now for $197 is you can either go to my Instagram, which is at Mikhail Bennett, right? Send me a DM and just say credit rehab, right? I'm going to know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm going to get you inside of the program, okay, at the special price. I don't care what time it is. Listen, if you watching this video and you send me that DM credit rehab, you got it, okay? Or the next thing that you can do right now, but there's no guarantee that the price is going to be there at this price. you can go head over to my website, 90daycreditrehab.com, okay? And you can get access to this course today for $197. Like I said, so only for the next 9 people who go ahead over to my website and purchase this, they're going to get this for $197. After those 9 people get this, the price is going to triple back up, okay? So listen, Tom don't wait for nobody. I don't wait for nobody. Your credit ain't going to wait for you. You need to get it fixed up. So if you want to learn the fundamentals of credit, you want to learn how to repair credit, you want to learn how to build and leverage your credit like a boss, head over to my website right now, 90daycreditrehab.com. You're going to learn how to do all those things. You're going to be able to connect with me. I'm going to add you inside of the Facebook group. And we're going to have a ball fixing up our credit and learning how to leverage it, all right? So I will see you guys in another video. Mikkel Bennett, checking out.